Welcome to Charli Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charli Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendi McNeil.
Hi there, it's Wendi McNeil here with Charli Jane Speakers, and thank you for tuning in to another podcast. I am really excited to talk about this podcast today. It is called How to Craft Your Compelling Speaker Backstory in 30 Minutes. It's going to be a great podcast, but first I want to welcome you over to our free Facebook group. It is called Breakthrough Public Speakers. Breakthrough Public Speakers. As of this recording, I believe we have around 12,000 amazing speakers. Some of them are new. Some have been in the business for over 30 years. It is a powerhouse of information, so much value, and everybody's just so willing to share, and some great connections have been happening in that group. So I would love to see you over there. It is called Breakthrough Public Speakers. I will leave the link in the show notes so you can easily find us. So on to today's podcast, How to Craft Your Compelling Speaker Backstory in 30 Minutes. Do you want to know the secret sauce to captivating your audience from the beginning, right from the get-go? It's all about your speaker backstory, right? It's the tale of how you became the incredible speaker that you are today. It's a key tool in getting your audience, whether it's online or you're in person, to relate to you on a human level. I'm going to say that again. It's a key tool in getting your audience to relate to you on a human level. And you know what the best part is? You can create your backstory in about 30 minutes. No kidding. I'm saying it can go that fast. So let's talk about this. In just a half hour-ish, that's one of my favorite words, ish, you can whip up your backstory that's going to have your audience on the edge of their seats. So let's get started talking about this. I want you to understand the power of a compelling speaker backstory first, okay? Because your backstory is like your superhero origin story. It sets the stage for your expertise, and your credibility. It's going to help your audience connect with you personally and explains why you're so passionate about your topic. And a well-crafted backstory can make you memorable, leave a lasting impact on your listeners. It is the foundation upon which you build your speaking brand, and the reason people will want to hear what you have to say, right? And it can act as the lead into all your talks, or use snippets of it to engage and connect with your social media followers. Once it is created, I'm telling you, it can be repurposed in so many ways to engage your target audience. And you only need to invest about a half hour-ish of work up front, right? And you're like, okay, Wendi, so how exactly do we get it done? All right, I'm going to jump in. So first, I want you to identify your pivotal moments. Think back on your journey to becoming a speaker, okay? What were the key moments that shaped you? Like, did you overcome a challenge? Did you learn a valuable lesson? Or did you have like a light bulb moment that changed everything? I want you to jot down these pivotal experiences, okay? Because they're going to be the building blocks of your backstory. Don't worry about putting them all in order, not just yet. I want you to focus on capturing the moments that had the biggest impact on your life, all right? And I want you to write those down. Now, I want you to highlight your struggles, your triumphs, because every great story has conflict and resolution. Don't be afraid to share your struggles and how you overcame them. Did you face a fear? Did you break through a barrier? Defy the odds? These are the moments that make your story relatable and inspiring. So I want you to celebrate your triumphs I want you to celebrate your triumphs too. So I want you to show how far you've come and the impact that you've made along the way. Your audience wants to see that you've walked the walk and have the battle scars to prove it. Your victories will give them hope and motivation to pursue their own dreams. Let me say that again. Your victories are going to give them hope and motivation to pursue their own dreams. I want you to weave in your values and your passion. Your backstory isn't just about what happened to you, right? It's about who you are and what you stand for. I want you to infuse your story with your core values and the reasons why you're passionate about your speaking topic. Let's just, I want you to let your audience just see the real you, the person behind the podium. Let your audience see the real you. This is so important. When your audience understands your why, they'll be more invested in your message, okay? They are going to be more tuned in to your message. They're going to see that you're not just sharing information, checking off the boxes, but you're on a mission to make a difference in their lives and in the world. Craft a compelling narrative. Now, everybody, it's time to combine the pieces and just create a seamless narrative. I want you to start with a hook that grabs attention. Really important, okay? Then I want you to take your audience on a journey. I talk about this all the time. I want you to take them on a journey through your pivotal moments. Use very descriptive language, dialogue, and sensory details to make your own story come alive. Think about the emotional arc of your story. How do you want your audience to feel at each point? Build tension, create suspense, and then deliver a satisfying resolution. Your backstory should be a roller coaster ride that leaves your audience breathless, my friends, breathless and inspired. And then you're just going to practice and refine. Okay, so once you've got your backstory down, practice telling it out loud. I want you to trim any excess details that really don't serve the overall narrative and also create a minified version that you can weave into, like an elevator pitch, your 30 seconds or less. You are going to be thankful you did next time you attend a networking event. All right. So I want you to get feedback from friends, family, fellow speakers. Again, you can hop on over there to Breakthrough Public Speakers Facebook group. We would all be happy to give our feedback. That they can offer such valuable insights and help you refine your story. Remember, your backstory will also evolve as you gain new experiences and insights. So it is going to change. So I don't want you to be afraid to update it as you grow and swap things in and out, to tailor it to specific audiences. And I want you to embrace. I want you now to embrace your unique story and make more authentic connections. Super important. A compelling speaker backstory is a powerful tool in your speaking toolkit. All right, you can use it and draw from it in so many different ways. But most importantly, it doesn't take long to craft. I'm telling you, by checking off the steps that I mentioned above, you can have yours ready in about 30 minutes. If anything, at least the rough draft. All right, and once it's done, all it needs is a few tweaks here and there. And you've got it in your back pocket for years to come until you start making a few changes to it. And remember, your backstory is what sets you apart from other speakers. I don't want you to just blend in with the sea of other speakers. The same kind of thing. No. Your backstory is what sets you apart from other speakers. No one else has your life experiences. So embrace, my friends. Embrace your unique journey. I want you to share it with authenticity. And I want you to see how it unlocks the hearts and minds of your listeners. And it just leaves a more lasting impact. So that is it, my friends. I cannot wait to see you inside our Facebook group. I would love to help you. And if you found this episode helpful, I do want it and you want to explore the art of storytelling even further, make sure you check out the speaking resources on charlijane.com, CharliJane.com. I will leave the link in the show notes for you. And if you're ready to take your speaking game to the next level, I'd love to chat. Okay. I'd love to hear your story and help you shine on stage. So feel free to shoot me over an email, info@charlijane.com, info@charlijane.com. So that is it for today's podcast. Again, don't forget about our Facebook group. I will leave the link in the show notes. And I always like to offer a freebie to my listeners. Normally it is, and today it is too, it looks like. It's the list of 50 plus events that are currently looking for speakers. Hop in there, see if you're a fit. If you are, go ahead and submit your proposal and get yourself on more stages, changing more lives. I will leave that link in the show notes so you can find that easily. Other than that, that is it for today's podcast. Y'all take care. Bye.